is Michelle McLaren, and I welcome you to the ABCs of Health Insurance. I am a licensed health insurance broker in the state of Texas with my own agency, Just the Facts Health Insurance Agency. I'm also a licensed counselor for health insurance in the state of Texas. I'm here to help you explain the confusion that is health insurance. Insurance can be evil. Let's turn evil into easy with answers. Today's letter is U. U stands for Urgent Care Center, which I'll be comparing to an emergency room or ER. An urgent care center, sometimes friendly called Doc in a Box, is a standalone doctor's office that doesn't require an appointment. They can handle just about anything that a regular primary care physician can, and often a little more because they usually have in-house x-ray machines and sometimes even labs. So they can handle fevers, flu, lots of injuries, a variety of different things where you're sick enough that you'd really like help right away and maybe can't get into your regular primary care physician, but not so bad you need to go to an emergency room. They also usually have longer operating hours than a standard doctor's office, so it's easy to get in after work. Many insurance policies have a set copay to go to an urgent care center that's usually higher than your primary care physician copay, but much lower than an emergency room copay or fee. Around $75 seems to be the average. On the other hand, an emergency room or ER is designed to handle issues that need fast treatment and are potentially life-threatening. Difficulty breathing, heavy bleeding, suspected heart trouble, suspected stroke. These are all examples of why you might go to an ER. An ER is also open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, so if you have an issue in the middle of the night, it may be your only option. An ER is normally connected to a hospital, and it has high treatment costs like a hospital. These days, we've seen a huge influx of freestanding emergency rooms. Those actually also bill hospital-like rates, and then they usually have an ambulance connection to take you to a hospital if you need to be admitted. These emergency care centers have more complicated and sophisticated equipment than an urgent care center. They're designed and have more training to handle bigger, truer, life-threatening emergencies. Your insurance might have a copay for the ER, but it might charge everything to your deductible and make you pay co-insurance after that. It depends on your plan. This can mean some really big bills. Something to watch out for also, some urgent care centers are urgent care by day and ER by night, meaning after a certain time, 6, 7, 8 in the evening, they switch over to being emergency room centers. I personally went to a facility expecting to pay an urgent care fee. They were listed as an urgent care in my network, and I ended up with an ER bill. So be careful and ask a lot of questions, especially on these freestanding centers. You also have to be careful as to what is considered an emergency. If you need to go to the ER, then you should go to the ER and you don't worry about what network you're in, you just go. You'll be covered in an emergency. But some insurance companies are coming back to people and denying claims, saying, oh, that wasn't really an emergency. I have one person who got a severe migraine headache, never had one before, thought she was having a stroke or a brain aneurysm, and now they're trying to deny her ER claim, saying, well, a migraine isn't an emergency. She didn't know that. If you're not sure, one of the ways to help yourself out for billing issues in the future is to call your insurance company's 24-hour nurse advice line or doctor advice line, whatever they have. If that person advises you to go to the ER, they're going to have an awful lot of trouble trying to deny your claim later as not an emergency when their own staff told you to go. It's important to know what kind of medical facilities are near you, what kind of treatment they offer, what hours they charge, and where you think you might go. You'd hate to go to what you think is an urgent care center for some flu symptoms, or maybe you just need a couple of stitches and find out it's an ER and gives you a humongous bill. So take the time when you can to explore what's in your area, see what's in network for your insurance and what's not, and that'll help you be aware and be a positive, responsible consumer in our marketplace. Education is important. That is why I created Just the Facts Insurance Agency. It's just the facts you need to protect those you love.